very good, very good to see everyone come out here this morning to support the Lauderhill Chamber. I'd like to thank John for inviting me to speak this morning on branding in 2010. I'm here, my name is Asa Seeley, I'm from Trinidad and Tobago, and thank you. I am not a resident of Lauderhill, sorry. I live in downtown Miami, so it was a bit of a trek for me this morning. And, but nevertheless, I'm happy to be here, and I'll also be most probably up here next month collecting one of those plaques as one of your newest members. So, I'm excited about that. So I know John is going to hold me to that also. Just a brief history on myself. I've been up here for about 15 years from Trinidad. Went to Barry University, finished off at FIU with a degree in economics and marketing. I've had my business open since 2001. The name of the company is Visions Marketing, and we represent Caribbean products and small businesses. So Caribbean Airlines, Caribbean, B-Mobile, those are some of our more premier clients that we handle some of their media buys and placements and sponsorship solicitations and so forth. Today I'm here to speak to you about where marketing has evolved to and some of the solutions, more cost-effective solutions available for small businesses. I take it the majority of the room is a small business owner or involved in a small business in some capacity. Can I assume that? Yes. Okay, great. So I can also assume that you don't have budgets or great, huge budgets that the bigger corporations will have. So we're all looking for cost-cutting methods that are effective and that you can target your audience. We all know about the internet. Before the internet, what did we have?
Fax machine.
Fax machine. We used to get those emails, especially from the real estate agents. You know, you would get the promotions every Monday morning. We also had television, print, and radio. We still have them as traditional forms of advertising and media. But technology has propelled us in a direction that makes getting to your target audience a lot easier, a lot more cost-effective, and it gives the small business an opportunity to compete on that international scale. You're no longer just doing business in Lauderhill, you're doing business with the entire world now. And that's an opportunity that I think small businesses didn't have before and should take advantage of in this day and age. Let's talk about print. We have newspaper publications out now, and if there are any newspaper editors in here, I'm not putting down newspapers. I'm always in support of traditional media, but I do think you need to couple it with the internet and the more cost-effective means of marketing to have an effective, all-around, complete campaign. Newspapers are basically competing now with the internet. You get up in the morning, and because of the internet, you don't have to go looking for the news. The news now finds you. You are hit on you got a message on your text message on your iPhone, on your BlackBerry. Everybody has a PDA nowadays, so they're always up to date on what's happening globally. The radio is highly competitive also. You have Sirius satellite radio. You know, you're skipping past your radio commercials. You're actually getting customized stations for you, what you want. The television is also taken over by TiVo and DVR. You get to record your shows, and they're speaking to you directly, giving you an opportunity to customize what comes into your home, what you take in. And with that in mind, the small business has an opportunity to propel. Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, I know Constant Contact came here to do a presentation, so they would have dealt with the email marketing side of things. But I'm here to speak more specifically about Facebook, Twitter, more of the social networking sites that are available and are out there for us. Facebook, if you guys don't know, an interesting fact about Facebook is that if it was ranked as a country in the world today, it would be in the top 5. That just gives you an idea as to the population and the reach that just Facebook has. Now, marketing on Facebook is not as simple as just getting a Facebook page. I have had a lot of clients that we do consulting with that you go into your first consultation and you ask them if they have Facebook. Yes, we have Facebook. We have an account. We have 100 friends. But then that's it. There's no follow through. The social networking element, it requires you to be present and communicate and interact with that consumer. That's what makes it effective. Not the fact that you just have a Facebook page. You need someone there to monitor that page, to develop it, to interact with your consumer. It's now becoming a 1-800 number for your consumer. They're no longer calling a 1-800 number and waiting on hold for someone. They're going onto that Facebook page and they're letting you know how they feel about your product. You're able to interact with them in real time. If you have someone monitoring that page and working that page, if a complaint comes in, and most of the times they're complaints, you're able to address it right away. And not address it only to that specific individual, but to address it to everyone. So you get into the minds of other people that may have had the same experience, and you nip it in the bud. A lot of Lexo is an excellent example of a company that has quadrupled their sales just by using the internet. Ford is one of the companies in the United States that did not take a government loan, and they have spent most of their money in social media advertising. That tells you something about the outlet that is out there available to us. I'm playing my presentation in my head. I'm scanning through. So excuse me if I stutter a bit. So that basically takes care of Facebook. I don't know if anyone in here has a Facebook page. Is everyone in here on Facebook? Yeah? And this is personally, is your company on Facebook also? Do you have a presence on Facebook? And how many of you guys have someone dedicated to that Facebook page? How many of you that have someone dedicated to that Facebook page, the person is not you? That's some of the challenges that we face. It's very time consuming. You go onto Facebook, you can spend 2-3 hours on Facebook at a time, looking at people's pictures. As we say in Trinidad, you're macawing. You're in people's business. And you lose sight of what you're actually there for, and that's to engage with the end consumer. A lot of people they go onto Facebook and they post a comment, I am at Barnes & Noble's today, which has nothing to do with your product, nothing to do with your service. I'm here to ask you guys, this is free advice, when you're on Facebook and you're posting a comment, make it a comment that is going to require interaction. Make it so that the person responds and you have a comment thread. Make it so that it's easy for people to reference what you've asked, have it relate to your product or service, and then you'll be able to interact with that consumer. They feel like they're speaking to the president. I've had some campaigns before this social media wave came that I used to have my little brother. He was managing it. This is back in 2003, 2004, when it first started. And everyone thought they were speaking directly to me. People would go out and be like, hey, you sent me this message, and little did they know that they were speaking to someone else. And I implore all business owners to spend your time building your business and networking, and have someone specifically for that task. It takes up way too much of your time to sit down on Facebook, unless you have an iPhone or a BlackBerry that you can do it on the fly, which is great in this day and age. So I'm glad to see everyone has a Facebook page. I do too. You guys can go follow me on Twitter and Facebook. Visions is the name of the company, so you can look at that, and my business card is always available.